I am back with my last segment, and it will be the air signs for the month of September. So if you've been watching some of the previous episodes, I'm just doing the zodiac signs, the month of September, kind of what's coming up for them. So now I'm on the air signs. So I'm going to start with my Libras. So what is coming up for Libra this month in September for the collective? Libra, what do we got? What's the archetypal energy that's showing up? Ooh, so we got the Hermit coming out here. So you might be called to some of that inner work. We've kind of got this, the Hermit he's kind of gone within, he's kind of gone into some solitude. So you may have some solitude, that's coming, but we've got that wisdom, that knowledge. We've got that kind of lone wolf energy. But we've got this very green, very connected to the earth, very connected to nature. We've got this wisdom of this kind of this old man, but he's got this lantern, it's shining, it's illuminating something. It's going through the shadows almost. We've got that hermit mode, so you might be kind of in isolation a little bit in this September, or you might be feeling in some isolation now, but I feel like this is more for the September energy. We've got that lone wolf, but we're going inner, and we're doing the inner work. We're gaining wisdom from the isolation. We're gaining wisdom. We're illuminating things. We're illuminating shadows. But we're really kind of in that isolation mode, that lone wolf mode. But we're gathering that knowledge and that wisdom from that. So, it looks like here we've kind of got this moon energy as well here. That could be kind of an eclipse energy as well, coming with that. You might be having some of that with that energy. So just because I'm only seeing, I think this is the waning. It's waning, if it's that way, the waning moon, but it kind of could be also like an eclipse energy as well coming. So I'm just showing you, it's like you're on a journey. There's this path, but this path, this part, it seems like we have to go within, and we have to kind of be in that solidarity for the month of September. But we're getting that wisdom, we're shining light on shadows, where we're doing the inner work. So let's see what else is coming up for my Libras. Libra. Yeah, so we've got for Libra, we've got some healing. It's saying reconnecting with your true nature. So like I was saying, like he's still got like that very green energy, like very still in touch with nature. But yeah, that healing can help us, like healing can make us go within, right? We're really going within, but sometimes too, healing is done, when we're in the solidarity, when we're in isolation, we're doing some healing, we're doing the inner work. It looks like there's some heart chakra work heart work that's being illuminated as well. So I'm liking here how we both have like this illumination and then this illumination here. There is something that is being illuminated though within this period of time where you'll be maybe in isolation, you'll kind of be that lone wolf, but you are healing, but there's going to be some illumination, and I believe it does have to do with the heart. So being out in nature is going to be big. We've got a lot of nature in both of these cards, a lot of green energy. So it looks like here that's really what's kind of happening for you this September, is you're kind of going within, you're doing some healing. And then we have number 33, which is a master number. 33 seems to be coming out a lot, and number 3 is coming out a lot. So we've got that wisdom, that, the ascended masters, that learning, that growth. And then we've got that kind of double that vibration, that mind, body, and soul as well. Connection, that Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. We've kind of got that energy around it. We've got some learning that's coming out of that, like healing, but also learning as well. So let's see what else. What's a life lesson that could be popping up for my Libras? But we're reconnecting with our true nature. Yeah. That's getting in that hermit mode, you know, where we're reconnecting with ourselves, with our true selves. Let's see a life lesson that could be popping up here. So we got some abundance, so that's coming for you. You know, this could be centered around some of your manifestations, some root chakra work. But it's saying here, I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So that's going to be a good affirmation for you for this one, for this month. And it's just so it looks like, yeah, you have some life lessons of abundance. So it might be some life lessons of either or. It might be a life lesson of, you know, overcoming your, you know, your mindset of lack, you know, and changing that, maybe you're healing, you could be healing from that. Maybe there was, maybe you've been having some limited thoughts around abundance or money or career. And you might be having some of those limited thoughts about that, some of that doubt about your ability to be able to do this. But it looks like here, or it could be also too that you are having some abundance come in. You are actually, you know, tapping into that with this hermit mode. You are tapping into being a limitless being and manifesting. But you're also healing as well. Do have a lot of the green energy in there around there. So, but it looks like this one too is connected to your root chakra. So there might be some unknowns in your root chakra, kind of, you know, around abundance, around lack, around money. I feel like so some root chakra work I think is really going to help as well. But just know that your information is, I am a limitless being and I can manifest anything that I desire in this physical reality. So it looks like that's going to be a life lesson that's popping up. So let's see what the angels have to say. What do we got here? Angels, what else can you tell us for September? So yeah, we got some action as well here. That one came out in one of the other readings. So it's saying here, so it's funny because we've got this hermit energy, which is, you know, like going within, stillness, learning. We've got healing, which is like reconnecting to our true nature. We've got this abundance energy and this action. So maybe we have to take some action to create some of this abundance in our lives. You know, we are manifesting, but without manifesting, we also have to take the manifesting doesn't work just on its own. We do still have to take the action. We still have to get the ball rolling. We still have to go out there, make the connections, you know, follow the synchronicities. We have to take the action on that. And we've got number 33 again. So we've got to take action, I guess, on our healing as well, too. You know, I feel like that because these cards are both 33, they're really both connected as well. So we got to take action on our healing. We got to take action on our mind, body, soul connection. We have to take action to heal, you know, to get back to our true nature, to heal the things that, you know, are causing us to have maybe this lack mindset in our abundance. We have to take the action to heal ourselves, to heal our hearts, to heal our body, to, you know, to heal our mind, you know, to be in that mind, body, soul connection, to be in that, you know, Trinity connection. It's all together, right? So we do have to take the action still, you know, in regards to our healing, which means sometimes going into that isolation mode. Sometimes the action is to go into isolation, you know, is to do the inner work. That is the action. So that one really makes sense for that. So it looks like you're being asked to take some action in your healing. And that's going to help with, I think, your root chakra. I feel like that's going to help your root chakra, your heart chakra. And it's going to help maybe with some lack that you've been feeling around abundance or money or manifesting. So let's see what a good crystal to work with is going to be for Libra. So we got carnelian here. So it's saying a cherry red chalcedony used by ancient Romans in signet rings and by modern folk to ward off insecurities. So yeah, maybe that's some insecurities with that abundance. Carnelian's fiery energy helps to spin out fearful thought cycles and into action. Fearful thought cycles, yeah. Maybe some thoughts around abundance, manifesting. Maybe there's some fear that, and sometimes there is some of that fear, depending on, you know, you could have had a past life where, you know, you were killed because you had a lot of money, or, you know, it can be something like that, and that can be something subconscious. This is giving me it's a subconscious thing because it's in the root chakra. You know, it's giving me that subconscious tribal energy. You know, so it's like healing that and getting to our true nature is going to help with that, and we're putting it, you know, taking the action on that. So who needs it? The understimulated, anybody looking to get acquainted with their fears. Hello fear, my name is, and insert your name here. We have some beautiful work to do together. Now shut the fuck up and let's do this. So where to put it? Wherever you want, to inject some passion and confidence. Could be specifically in your pelvis. When to use it: when you find your creativity or sex drive on sleep mode. So go with your gut, it's telling you. You know, so take that action, go with your gut. What's your gut telling you? But carnelian looks like it's going to be a good one to work with. So I feel like, yeah, so they've got some, you know, some maybe like it was saying here, you know, maybe there's some fear around abundance that, you know, is stored in the root chakra. That's subconscious fear, though. You know, sometimes it's a belief around abundance, like I could never have that, or, you know, good things never happen to me, or I would never, you know, it's like, it's one of those beliefs. It's one of those subconscious things that maybe you tell yourself about abundance. I could never make that much money, or I could never have that. You know, it's those... So it's like that mindset almost kind of that you have, but it's subconscious. So it's like getting into that healing is really, I think, going to help heal that, that subconscious thought pattern, maybe surrounding abundance. So it looks like carnelian is going to be a good one to work with, my Libras. So that was for Libra. So now I'm going to go on to Gemini. So let's see for my air signs, Gemini. What is the energy that is coming up for September for my Geminis? I feel like September seems like it's going to be a lot of like learning for people. Well, I don't need that many there. Let's see here. Gemini. So we got rebirth. So my Scorpio's got death, and now we're getting a rebirth. So it looks like Gemini, there is some sort of rebirth that's happening. So you might be seeing a white rabbit or symbols of a white rabbit that, especially on the first of the month, that seems to be associated with luck and kind of rebirth and stuff like that. So, you know, it looks like here we have this kind of childlike energy. We've got this, you know, maybe you're going through a period right now where you're kind of shedding some of those old beliefs, thought patterns, maybe attachments. You know, we're going through that death. You're probably going through a death right now, you know, and coming on, this will be September, you'll be coming on to a rebirth. So it looks like, yeah, we're kind of having that rejuvenation in our energy. There's something new that's coming. You know, we're being born again, almost into another way of being, another maybe level of consciousness as well. You know, but yeah, it looks like here there is that childlike kind of wonder and awe where we'll be, you know, going through some of that energy, being birthed again in a newer way, type of thing. So let's see what else we have here. And this is for Gemini. So you're getting rebirthed in your energy. I'm getting for my Geminis. So yeah, so we've got here a hidden gift, and it's saying here sadness and ending, a new beginning. So like I was saying, you might be going through a death period right now where you're shedding some old things. A lot is coming up for you to transmute probably. You might be having a time with it, my Geminis. So, but it's coming, your next stage is a rebirth. There's a new beginning. There is obviously, you might be going through some sadness with this death, or, even a little bit of, you can be a sadness with a new beginning, as well. Like, it's not always, an ending that's sad. Sometimes a new beginning is a little bit sad as well. Because we're still a little bit, we're still in that energy of something was gone or something, we have lost something. But you're going to have a new beginning. There is a hidden gift within your, the pain that you might be experiencing now, or some of the sadness, or some of the things that are coming up that might be being emotional, or maybe, coming up to be released. There is some emotions there, but there's hidden gift. It's like finding the diamond in the rough type of thing, finding that treasure within the pain, within the sadness, within the ending, finding that gift within the ending. Because like here, we've kind of almost got like a shadow on this side, but there's some sort of illumination, and this ending might be connected to, it could be connected to another person, since we do have kind of that energy here, maybe a male energy. So it could be connected to that as well. But we do have some illumination. It's like this side's the shadow and this side is, we've got that light here. It's like there is a silver lining almost type of thing, or in this case, a golden lining. There is a golden lining to that ending. So, and then we've got number 9 here, which is like a completion, right? There's a completion of a cycle, I believe here. Like, and obviously that cycle is the death and a rebirth, right? So it looks like here for Gemini, there's some sort of new beginning, but you're probably going through a death right now, and there is a rebirth coming. So let's see, a life lesson. There's some sort of cycle that's ending for you. So for Gemini, for September. Yeah, we got adversity. So I accept that the challenges are the best way to learn. So yeah, so you might be going through some adversity with this, an ending, obviously. Sometimes there are challenges with endings. There are challenges with new beginnings. Rebirthing is like, it's almost like you have to relearn. You're relearning things again. Your kind of, your energy has got like that childlike energy. But it's like you're growing, you're kind of from going from a baby up to, an adult again. So it's like you're getting that learning, that wisdom, you're overcoming, maybe some of the challenges, but you're gaining wisdom through that. So that, that's our adversity, but we're being asked to say that I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. But we've got this pillar here, this energy of like this pillar. So it's like standing tall in the face of adversity, being that foundation, that center, having that pillar kind of thing energy, right, like that. So yeah, it looks like here you might be having a little bit of challenges with this, either right now, with a death, or even with this rebirth, because we're kind of relearning everything again. Maybe some things that we thought we knew, might be coming up, and we might be gaining deeper perspectives, which is going to open our eyes, maybe open up a belief system, different belief systems for you. Maybe that's like kind of that part of that hidden gift as well. So let's see here. What do the angels have to say? So we got truth here, 9-9. So yeah, maybe there's some like, you know, 9 is like that completion here. So we got 9 here. So we got like 999 again. So it's like we've got that, you know, maybe that hidden gift is some truth. Maybe we'll be getting some truth, like I was saying, some illumination. There's some illumination, you know, or you'll be, like I was saying, you might be accessing a deeper truth, like sorry, not a subconscious, but a, like I was saying, like an illusion. You might be gaining, you know, like with the rebirth, we're kind of growing again, and we're, you know, we're leveled up in our consciousness, but something that we thought might have been like true, we're coming to see a different perspective, and we're gaining like deeper truth. So we're being asked to release like kind of any illusions that we have around, you know, truth, and what our maybe what our truth is. That'll be coming up as well, what your truth is. You'll be maybe really question with that, with this rebirth. What is my truth? What do I believe to be true? But it looks like here where it's kind of centered kind of around our third eye. So it's like the illusions, the subconscious, you know, but we have that completion of a cycle energy. And I believe that's going to come with some truth. You know, after this cycle, after this death, and coming with this rebirth, you're going to have some truth. And I believe that's going to be connected to maybe this, you know, this hidden gift. The hidden gift might be some truth that you get. But let's see what else. But we got like, yeah, this third eye, but also this crown chakra energy as well there. So it's like we're trying to do there's some sort of completion. I think that's going to bring out some truth. So let's see a crystal for my Gemini. What is the crystal that they can use for September? Barite. I don't think I've ever actually heard of this one, but what it is. Barite is a widely occurring brittle sulfite mineral. It's often transparent or creamy white. Sometimes it's icy blue, beautiful and frosty. Desert rose is a common variety of barite. Okay, I've heard of desert rose. So anyone who needs it, anyone who leaves for work each morning with the sinking suspicion that their true destiny is anything but this. So we got that truth coming out again. True destiny, a new beginning, hidden gift. So it's like, so anybody thinking like there has to be more to this, there has to be more to life than just going to work and doing this, you know, there has to be more to that. So it's like, I get that with that rebirth. I feel like you're going to be maybe questioning that as well. So when to use it or where to put it, tape to your forehead during meditation. When to use it, when it's way past time to stop saying yes to things that you hate. Ask Barite what your true calling is, then go live it. It will be terrifying, but what's the alternative? So Barite you can use to get answers to your biggest questions, it says. So, and that might involve some truth with that. So we are getting that, you know, answers. We're getting truth to questions. And I feel like rebirth is all about kind of like questioning a lot of things. The energy is like questioning our beliefs, questioning, ourselves, the way our triggers, you know, I feel like that comes with a rebirth, questioning what perspectives and what we thought, a lot of what we thought previously. So it looks like barite or desert rose will be a good one to work with. So that was for Gemini. So Aquarius, I think we got last but not least. So I did water, earth, fire. I think I did all the air. Okay. So Aquarius, last but not least here. What is the energy for Aquarius for September? So we got that Prince of Pentacles energy. So we've got kind of the So the prince, so again, not the king. So we still have that kind of that juvenile energy, that learning, that growth on our way to be the king. You know, pentacles are usually our career, our finances, our goals, materialistic type of things. So we've got, you know, so this is for my Aquarius. So horses could be coming up for you, since we've got kind of this knight almost in shining armor type of thing. You know, he's riding, it's almost got this like a little bit of warrior energy to it as well. So he's kind of got that defending. He's defending with that shield. He's shielded. But also we've got that pentacle, so that earth energy, so the heart chakra, that earth, that, you know, so I feel like it's going to be kind of on your career, your finances, your goals. It's going to be kind of how to master that. You know, it's got that learning and that growth within that energy, that materialistic kind of matters. I feel like that too is connected to the heart. So like, so it's kind of like that heart energy as well, that earth, that grounded energy. But we've also got that materialistic as well. So we've got the career, the finances, the money, the goals, the, you know, those kind of things. But it's like we're learning, we're the prince, we're on the way to be the king. We're kind of learning how to integrate that energy. And how to make it work for us. But we're, you know, we've got this shield up, so, you know, we're armed. We've got that kind of that warrior energy on the horse here. We're riding high. So I feel like it's going to be centered around your career, your finances, and your goals, and how to kind of really master that, and how to protect that. I think almost too, like how to protect your kind of like the materialistic, but also your heart as well. It's like how to protect the spiritual and material world kind of thing, and how to integrate both of those as well. Because we have the horses too, and I feel like horses are really like they're not really spiritual animal, but they're also very connected to the earth as well. They have this intuition, these horses. You know, they're very connected that way. But I feel like this is kind of connecting both of those. Your career, I feel like, and it could be your career, but also like your spirituality, and like combining those. So maybe you've been thinking of how you can make a career doing maybe spirituality, kind of something like I do. You know, that's definitely something that's been on my mind, is like trying to put the two together, you know, and do it for myself. So I feel like this is some of the energy that's going to pop up here. But like he's defending it, he's, you know, he's protected, he's shielded, he's very connected. So and it might be you have that kind of that masculine energy in it as well. So the masculine is like logic, action, you know, strategy, and it's kind of combining those. So let me see here. Let's see, for my Aquarius. What's coming up for Aquarius for September? What else do we got here? So we have a message coming. So it says here, positive news, positive outcome, number 28. So that would be number 10, you know, which is it could be like an ending of something. So this message could be an ending of something, but that also leads to a new beginning. So endings aren't always, you know, aren't always negative. You know, there's new beginnings that, you know, that come out of them. When one door closes, another one opens type of thing. So I feel like, yeah, you're going to be probably getting a message. I feel like this is going to be like an external message. Like it's going to come to you from somebody else, type of thing. Not maybe necessarily how it shows up. I just feel like that's, for some reason, that's how it's showing up and we've got kind of this liberation energy. Like, I feel like it's liberating your energy. We've got this dove, this purity, this divinity, this freedom. It's gonna like kind of liberate you, I feel like. So like it's saying, yeah, positive, like maybe too with your finances. It could be something, you know, that comes in, with your career as well, you know, that there's a message, you know, there's a positive news, there's, positive outcome on something. So, but we're being like liberated almost with this message. Like we're kind of like flying high. You know, it's liberating our energy. We've got this, almost like solar energy here with the above the dove, and the dove is like that purity, that divinity, that innocence, but it's also being liberated. I feel like too there's something to do with the sun as well. With this, there's some sort of light code. Maybe it could actually be an internal message. Maybe that's something that you get, some sort of download or something like that as well. It could show up either way, but I feel like too it's just going to have this positivity, like the sun. It's going to be it's going to help you shine bright. It's going to ignite maybe some sort of fire within. So that looks like that's coming up for Aquarius. So let's see, but it looks like it is positive, and there's positive news, positive outcome. So like it's like the sun is shining on you. Let's see a life lesson that's popping up for my Aquarius. So you also got honesty as well. So it looks like here, yeah, you're being asked to be honest. Maybe it has to do with this message as well. Maybe there's a message of honesty that comes from somebody else, or, you know, maybe there's some sort of message that brings some honesty out. And then it, you know, it turns into some positive news that, you know, people being honest, you know, with their feelings, or, you know, being honest with their health, or being honest with, you know, with some sort of news anyway. But it looks like here it's saying here, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So yeah, like this message, like I was saying, I feel like it's connected to someone's going to give you a message, but maybe this message calls for some honesty, and that's what's coming up in this life lesson, for you to be honest as well. But I feel like there's a positive outcome if you are being honest, or if someone's being honest with you, there's a positive outcome in it. So it looks like that life lesson is coming up. So it might be something that you're thinking about. It looks like the crown chakra. And I feel like too, we've kind of got this sun over the head, like we've almost got that crown energy in this one too. You know, this message, it might be you. It might be actually you telling somebody or being honest with somebody, and there's a positive outcome as well. Because we kind of got our guard up in this one. You know, the prince kind of has his guard up, like he's got this shield. But I think when we let the shield down and we can be honest, you know, with others, and from, you know, especially with ourselves, I feel like there's going to be a positive outcome. There's going to be a positive outcome with that. So let's see here what the angels have to say. Yeah, there's some sort of message, but I feel like, yeah, I feel like maybe right now, maybe, or in September, you might feel a little guarded, or the need to guard yourself. But I feel like there's going to be some honesty that opens up, either like some sort of message, or you get a message and, you know, you're going to be called to honesty. But there is some sort of positive outcome with it. But I feel like too, this is going to end up closing some sort of chapter though. I feel like it's going to, yeah, it's going to close some sort of chapter. But it's going to close it like on a good note. I feel like it's going to kind of maybe release some of that stagnant energy from there. So let's see, what do the angels have to say? So it looks like here you also got new beginning. I don't know how I keep getting the same cards. But it looks like there's kind of, so because we're doing the zodiacs of like the same suit, we're going to get kind of a similar, a little bit, similar of the cards here. So looks like there is a, a new beginning that's coming up for you as well. And that could be too this message. And like I was saying, there's like some sort of closure, I think, that you're getting in this message. There's going to be some sort of closure, but it's going to be positive, and I feel like it's going to kind of close out that chapter for you, and there's going to be a new beginning. And I feel like I was saying on the other card, like this is kind of this blood moon, like this eclipse energy. I feel like there's some sort of new beginning that's coming, but I feel like there is going to be a message that you get that's going to close a chapter that you've been, I think, maybe stuck on, or maybe it hasn't completely closed. So let's see, crystal. What is a crystal that my Aquarians can work with in the month of September? Ooh, we have Tibetan black quartz. What it is, the black in Tibetan black quartz references the storm-like bursts of an inky mineral often found inside the stone. The Tibetan references the crystal's Himalayan origins. Tibetan black quartz reminds those on spiritual path to non-judgmentally ask, could I be even clearer right now? Oh, so a clear message. Maybe there's like, yeah, a clear message. Who needs it? Physicists, occultists, tantrists, and Sagittarians. So it looks like Sagittarians, that's a good crystal work with it for you as well. Right now, though, Aquarius is being called to work with this one. Where to put it? Wherever you are looking to elevate the vibe, operate on a higher plane, and explore the vastness of your human consciousness. And I feel like that is like Aquarius. That is Aquarius. They're always in their mind, right? So when to use it? When you're chasing enlightenment on the meditation cushion, when you're pulling tarot cards. So light up your spiritual path. So yeah, there's some sort of new beginning. You're being asked to work with Tibetan black quartz if you have that. And if you don't have it, you can just intend the energy of it. You can call in the crystal angel to work with that. So it looks like here, yeah, it's about being clear. And I feel like that's the message, is being honest, about being clear with your expectations, being clear with what you expect from other people as well, being honest with other people and yourself. But I feel like, yeah, it's being clear, but there's some sort of message that's coming out of that there's going to be some clarity. There's going to be some sort of message that comes in September for you. So that is what I had for the air signs. So you'll have to let me know in September if any of that resonates. So I hope you enjoyed that, and have a good night.